Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Welcome Liner welcomes you. This is it. It's been a long time coming, but... Oh, did I mess it up? No, we're good, we're good. It's been a long time coming, but finally... We're going through Mega Man X5, playing as Zero. We already played through X, about a month ago, maybe more. So now it's Zero's turn. Ah, darn it. I should have just made fun of the intro. That would have been fun. Alright, well, whatever. Where space colonies fall and everyone dies. Mega Man X5. So, Mega Man X5. This is a modded X5 where we can actually turn off the navigator, along with having a whole bunch of other quality of life changes. Alright, so how about we get started with Zero. It is kind of nice that they developed Zero here more fluidly. I think the only other time he ever feels this fluid in the X series would be in Mega Man X6. At least before X8, right? What the? X, what happened to you? I got hit by an attack from Sigma. I can't believe that my armor was damaged. I am still in good shape. Damn that Sigma. Doesn't look like he's messing around. This time. Either. Return to the base for now, X. I'll take over your mission. I'm fine, even without my armor. Also, I feel it. Sigma's nearby. I can feel him too. Sigma's closing in. Or are we calling him to us? Are Hunters and Mavericks more similar than we realize? Wherever we are, Sigma is right there too. Zero. What's up? What's on your mind? Anyway, I'll go search around. Be careful. You're not even gonna search around in that state. Zero, if anything happens, call me. It's just funny because X doesn't really do anything but sit there. And Sigma pops out of the Statue of Liberty once more. Foolish Maverick Hunters, witness the true power of a Maverick in death! So it's just a Sigma head. He's actually pretty straightforward, even as Zero. Huh, that's that. This is bad. The Sigma virus is spreading. At the rate it's going, it's likely spreading all over the Earth. All Reploids are in serious danger. Damn him! Did Sigma lose to us on purpose? Damn it, we have to evacuate immediately. This is Hunter Base. This is Hunter Base. Respond. Are you both safe? Any damage? Are you alright? X, Zero. The Earth is in a huge panic right now because of the Sigma virus. It's dangerous to stay out there. Report back to the base at once. Damn you, Sigma. You will pay for this. I've always said, if all we do is fight, we'll just keep repeating the same pattern. Fighting resolves nothing. The situation is far worse than expected. Sigma's explosion has spread the virus all over the Earth. Both people and Reploids are in a state of confusion and disorder. On top of that, the space colony Eurasia is heading straight towards Earth. At this rate, it's going to take 16 hours for it to collide with Earth. Everything, including Reploids and the entire human race, will be annihilated. We have no choice. For the sake of the world, we must destroy the colony. But the only weapon we have in the Hunter base that's in decent shape is the Enigma, and it's very old. We also have a space shuttle, but because the autopilot is disabled by the virus, the plan is a very risky one. Someone will have to pilot it close to the colony and crash against it. It's almost certain death, but we have no other choice. How's the condition of the Enigma? Far from perfect. In order to use the Enigma, we'll need to reinforce it with some devices. It can't destroy anything in its current state. Due to the influence of the Sigma virus, many of the hunters have become mavericks, and only a few remain. Let's join forces with the rest of our members and complete the Enigma. Alright, that's the intro stage done. So as I mentioned in the X run in Mega Man X5, what happens here is you basically have 16 hours in order to get all the parts needed to build a weapon that can destroy the Enigma, the colony. We first built the 4 pieces of the Enigma, and then eventually we move on to the 4 pieces needed to get the space shuttle working. We're gonna be tackling President Grizzly first. Zero certainly does play like a more high-risk, high-reward character due to his specialty being close combat range. So he doesn't have a safer options like X does. Not many safer options, at least. So in other words, Zero's just bound to die often. Like that. If this was on the extreme difficulty, it would be a nightmare. Because enemies do not drop health items in extreme. So there is a funny glitch here that I noticed after rewatching the old version, the original X5. Basically, the first train is supposed to start a countdown. And once it starts exploding, the train before this one, but then, yeah. For whatever reason, the countdown doesn't really start. That was fun. You are Zero, aren't you? Who are you? Thank you for supporting X. Please, continue to take care of him. I'll get you a program from X's armor. Analyze and upload the data to X's main memory in a secure area. Her name is Alia, isn't it? She can analyze the data. Oh, I got disabled that. Darn it. Wait, okay. It's a program for the leg Falcon armor. With the leg program installed, X can make a narrow dash that makes him invincible while performing it, and will also damage enemies. This is an incomplete version of the Falcon armor's free move, which he'll be able to perform once the armor is complete. This will allow him to stay airborne and collide with enemies without taking damage for a short period of time. I'm afraid I know nothing about your body structure, so I can't enhance your power. I'm really sorry. I don't need any power-ups, but I have one thing I want to ask of you. Sometimes unknown data emerges in my mind, and I can see a figure of an old professor. Do you know him by any chance? I don't know. Perhaps if I saw him. But the data must be a fragment created by some error. I wouldn't worry about it. I don't worry about it, but when I saw you, I felt an urge to ask you. I'm sorry I couldn't give you an answer to your question. Never mind. I didn't expect one. Anyway, I'll give X the armor program. So Zero can step into the capsules, and he can only carry X's armor parts. He can't exactly use it for himself. And we're on our first boss here. Zero! My scars ache at the sight of you. You should hurry and get that fixed. Just hand over your Calcum. There's no time. Or Chow? Why don't you do what you usually do and force me to? Long ago, you two were a Maverick, right? I've also heard that you beat Sigma with only your bare hands. I don't care for old stories. If it's a fight you want, I'll take you on. Sigma hunters are so alike. Quick to fight. What? Don't compare us to scum like him. What you do is the same. I merely move weapons. But you, wipe out anyone who stands in your way. Now, I will claim vengeance for this wound, Maverick Hunter. Alright, Crescent Grizzly. His main weakness is Twin Dream. But we don't exactly have that weapon just yet, so Zero's just gonna have to style on him. There we go. Even if you don't have a proper weakness for the boss, Zero still has the ability to cancel the lag of his Z-Saber attacks into a dash. And then he can switch to the regular Z-Saber attack. Like, immediately when he starts dashing. Skip. Absolutely no important. No. We're gonna we're just gonna get to the boss right now. We're just gonna hop on to the next stage. So Volt's Kraken stage starts with your vehicle. Unfortunately, it's like X4. It's not exactly fun to ride with. But thankfully, it's not as bad as Jet Stingray stage back in X4. Did you notice that there are energy items along the way? Those energy items and the door in front of you seem to be corresponding. If you had the items, shoot them at the door, then the door may be open. Yeah, we got enough. I wonder what's aside. Proceed with care. This is the program for the head parts of the Falcon armor. Analyze and upload the data to X's main memory, a secure area. Once X uploads all 4 of the programs, the Falcon armor will be complete. With the head parts equipped, X can use his special weapons, using less energy. Now take advantage of your enhanced special weapons and try them, and give my regards to X. Oh yeah, so this isn't specific to the game since it happens in X6, but in certain stages, you'll come across Reploids who need to be saved, and they'll restore your health, as well as provide an extra life. Capcom didn't thoroughly test it. They didn't do proper balancing with it, so we're just gonna keep on getting extra lives with it. Extra lives and health restorations. And hey, we'll take it. Whole bunch of electric traps here. This is literally one of the easiest ways to get lives in a game. Alright, simple stage. Just need to take care of the ride chaser in the beginning. Zero. It must be bad out there for you to come all the way here. All this way. Seems like you get what's going on. And this will be quick. Always so pushy. I'm glad I stopped being a hunter. Plus, I would hate to become so rude. Oh please, I'm not good at taking that kind of tone, so just quietly hand it over. You know what's happening out there, right? I take it, but you're blissfully ignorant, aren't you? It doesn't even matter if you take it. The world's already finished. All Reploids are infected. And turning into You've been affected too. I'll put you to rest now. Goodbye, Volkraken. Alright, Volkraken. His weakness is F-Splasher, which we also do not have right now. Not bad. Alright, we're down to 14 hours left. But before we do anything else important, someone's attacking our base. It's this guy. So he basically is there to just stall the hunters, and he pretty much wastes an hour of time that I have left. We'll also do it twice. Hey there, you're the famous and dogged Hunter Zero, aren't you? That has nothing to do with you. What do you want? Well, to stretch a point, I'm planning to get in your way. Oh, don't worry, I'm just trying to be a pest, so no killing allowed. Since I know that you can't get your kicks without fighting to the death, right? No. Phew, aren't you cool as a cucumber? Guess it doesn't matter. What'd I say, huh? In that case, I shall honor thy request for a fight. Alright, Dynamo. Yeah, he really doesn't have anything better to do. His weakness is W Shredder. But we also don't have that weapon either. Go figure. Man, you really are strong. You're serious about this, aren't you? I guess I'll split this time. If you don't relax a bit more, you'll die from all this stress. Well, later. Yeah, he's literally just hanging around just to be a gremlin to the heroes. Alright, we got parts. definitely gonna help us with the Shining Firefly stage. Shock Buffer is definitely a must for Zero to equip, especially in a stage like this. And meanwhile, we can equip E-Blade in order to burn up the wood above us. That way we can get this X-Tank. EX-Tank. Periodically, we'll come across the Sigma virus. If the Sigma virus manages to catch X and affects him, well, he won't take some obvious damage right away, but if he takes too much of them, then he'll take massive damage. However, in Zero's case, if he takes the Sigma virus, he actually enters a state of invincibility. It doesn't really affect him in terms of gameplay or anything. It just helps him throughout the stage. And here is just a waiting game because gotta destroy the black robot heads. Kind of a hassle though. I realized I had weapons that Zero can use, or techniques in this case. Simple stuff, just takes a long time. And of course, Zero has an easier time taking care of those. Machinery. This is a program for the ARM parts of the Falcon armor. Analyze and upload the data to X's main memory in a secure area. Once X uploads all 4 of the programs, the Falcon armor will be complete. With the ARM part, X can attack with a spear charge shot, but he can't charge his special weapons. As this armor specializes in mobility, if he wants to enhance his attack power, he should use a different armor. Please give this message to X. Yeah, so he's not joking. If X were to wear that, he'd be unable to charge his special weapons. Unfortunately, we're not playing as X. Haha. Alright, so it's boss time. The Shining Firefly. Dr. Firefly, I ask for your cooperation. My work is not for you, hunters. I always had reservations about your approach, so I will not cooperate with you. However, I am interested in that body of yours. The unsolvable X and Zero. But now is not the time for such thoughts. I also will become Maverick soon. It is the end for me, so perhaps I shall battle for you for research. Now, fight me and grant me peace. So, Shining Firefly, his weakness, the E-Blade. It was a bit more trouble than I would have liked, but it's not gonna matter much. Alright. "11 hours to collision." And now for the next boss. Tidal Whale. It's a yellow submarine. This is a reference to Mega Man X2's Bubble Crab stage. Back in Mega Man X2, we had to fight off against a submarine. And I don't remember if it was what... I don't remember if fighting it was what gave us the power-ups. I don't think it did. But this one is kind of an upgrade from the original submarine. It can fire lasers now. I could have just been dash attacking this entire time, or dash canceling, but... Well, just destroy the laser and you get to move on. Alright, so now we're in the stage that's going vertically down. For whatever reason, if you go too far down, Zero just flat out dies, even though there's ground. And he's underwater. Does it make sense? Nah. But we're here now. Alright, and the water drains for now. We're going to be looking at some other things that the Improvement Project mod happens to give to us. So I actually remember that some of these things are more breakable compared to the original X5. So now we can break this with the E-Blade. And now we get more life as Zero. And we can also destroy this thing as Zero. We just need a Sea Flasher. There we go. This is a program for the body parts of the Falcon armor. Analyze and upload the data to X's main memory in a secure area. Once X uploads all 4 of the programs, the Falcon armor will be complete. With the body parts equipped, the damage X receives will be reduced. But don't overestimate the parts, or you'll regret it. Please give this message to X. So we pretty much completed the Falcon armor for him. Alright, so we gotta go through one more round with the submarine. Except this time we gotta watch for the ceilings above us. We're supposed to aim for the blue jewel that's on top. And like that, we get it. Unfortunately, Zero's pretty low on health, but we got an E-Tank. Thank goodness for that. Duff McWhalen. I don't know, it's just Tidal Whale. Zero, it's been a long time. This ocean is closest to the hunter base. Waters are getting rough, so here I am. You need a large amount of hydrogen for Enigma. This ocean is necessary for that, correct? Bingo, please work with us. I've already been effective, Zero. As my final memory, won't you battle with me once last time? A duel between men. No holding back. Understood. Time for you to sleep with the fish. Fishes. Fish. Alright, Tidal Whale. His weakness is a sea sword, which for once we actually do have. Tidal Whale still has an annoying gimmick where at low health he tries to push you towards the spikes with the ice blocks. But we got him before that could happen. Alright, so with that, we've got all 4 pieces of the Enigma's reinforcements. Enigma's finally been completed! It's a bit old, but we reinforced it with parts, so it should work fine. Well, we can fire at any time. Time has come at last. We're going to fire the Enigma. The fate of the Earth depends on it. The energy, the power, the angle, and everything is clear. Alright, fire! Did we make it? Is the colony destroyed? Alia, give us a report. No good. We only destroyed 62%. We have merely made it change orbit and delayed the time of impact. Oh yeah, so something I want to point out. She says delayed the time of impact, but it doesn't really change much in gameplay. It doesn't add hours to the amount they have left. And so if you had 11 hours before attempting this, then you're still gonna have 11 hours left. Pilots will eject at the very last minute. It's dangerous because they could get sucked into the blast. Like the Enigma prior, its destructive force is very weak right now. We need to gather as many parts as possible as we can to strengthen the shuttle's power. It doesn't help that the autopilot function doesn't work due to the effects of the virus. Okay, we'll gather as many parts as we can. I'll work hard to upgrade it from here too. No room for mistakes this time around. I know this mission is hard for everyone, but the important thing is for us to stay optimistic. Space Shuttle Operation, execute! And now we get to tackle the 4 other bosses, who contain the parts. So, I pointed this out in the previous X5 stream, but if you were to get to fire the Enigma with no parts, with no reinforcement parts, then it would be a 0% chance. This is changed from the original version where you just had a low chance. An extremely low chance, but yeah, a low chance. Dark Necrobats.
Ready?
So this is some pretty annoying stuff. The stage is constantly shifting back and forth. But what happens is, if you aren't careful, it can actually cause spikes to fall on top of you. And you cannot. It also sticks to the ground, and it can still one-hit kill you. Like that.
Ready?
So, just gotta be careful. Watch your step there. And Daddy, take his hours.
Ready?
And for the next part of the stage, we're dealing with gravity. Similar to Cyber Peacock stage. Also, the Sigma virus is here too for whatever reason. Well, it's not really gonna affect much. Ow.
Ready?
Since we have the W Splasher, this will be a tremendous help. We didn't make use of the iframes. That particular hard to contain life up is going to take a minute to get. It's easier if you get hit in order to use invincibility frames. And that way you can pick it up safely. Like that. So we made it to the end of the stage. If we go down here, we can find another piece of another armor that X can get, but we do not have the necessary weapon for that. It's only something that X can get anyways, so we're just gonna ignore it. Dark Necrobat. Squeak squeak. You smell like a little like me. Have you suddenly lost your marbles? Squeak! You and I are one and the same, Squeak. Let's... you totally lost it. We're baseless nonsense. Let's wipe out the Mavericks, just the two of us. Squeak squeak. You're the Maverick here, so I'll start with you first. Dark Necrobat. Weakness is Sea Flasher. I actually do have the weapon, but it was just faster to get through this with the other attacks. That's kind of the funny thing with Zero, isn't it? He can just make use of whatever arsenal he has, and even if it's not a weakness, if it hits, it hits. And if it helps us with the situation in a battle, then it works. We've been fighting the Sigma virus for a long time. It can cause any Reploid to become a Maverick. It's the ultimate computer virus. So why? Why am I the only one to not take any damage from it? Instead, I feel a sensation like I'm overflowing with power. What in the world is happening to me? Could it possibly be? That's all the reports on Zero. Zero has fought Sigma many times, so he would be resilient against the virus, wouldn't he? It would be fine if there were no readings. But it's not just the lack of damage from the virus. His power is increasing, actually growing. When it comes to the inner makeup of X and Zero, there are still too many mysteries. We don't know what will happen at this point. I believe we should take some measures, as a necessary precaution. Keep this matter secret. I'll take it over. The fact he's getting stronger because of the virus is incredibly dangerous. At least, just do something about Zero before it's too late. So, Lifesaver fusses over Zero. He kinda has every reason to. Even though it all works out in the end. Assuming the game doesn't screw you over, right? Wait, what did I do here? Okay. I was a little bit worried. I thought I left something in there that was on the way. I think I did. Yeah, that might have been it. Whoops. Can I skip on ahead? Or do I just jump into Burn Dynamax? Wait. Aha! Okay. I almost panicked. Spyro Pegasus. I thought I was, like, forgetting something. I thought I forgot to trim that part out of the video. Alright, so in the stage we got a whole bunch of bombs in order to get through. If you don't disable the bombs immediately, it will deal heavy damage to everything in the area, and it will also affect Zero and X. Got ourselves an elevator here. Gotta get the W tank right here. And don't mind Zero just dancing on the ground. It's a totally normal thing for him to do. And we got a Sigma virus over here, but it's just gonna do nothing to us because it can't keep up. But yeah.
Ready?
And another elevator. Alright, that was a painfully slow trip, but we're done. Zero. Can't believe I'm meeting you at a time like this. Won't be long until I'm affected. Then you'll take care of me. So, please, fight me as a maverick. It will also be my way of avenging Colonel. Maybe being selfish. But fight me! Understood, but this fight is just business. Bring it! Darkhold is Spyro Pegasus' weakness, but he likes to be a jerk and knock you off stage.
Ready?
Oh, one other failed attempt earlier. Move this back. If I knew what I was doing, that would have still worked, but and that's done. Alright, so that's 6 bosses down. And, well, of course someone doesn't like us for getting them. So now we gotta fight him. Yeah.
Ready?
I've come to hang out with you again. You weren't doing anything important, right? You're a pain in the ass, Dynamo. I won't let you escape this time. I'm not gonna die. You should really rethink what you're doing. You, Sigma, you're always in super intense mode. Don't let me in with the rest of the bozos you dealt with. Most chill, decent dude around is me, Dynamo. I'll show you what I mean. Let's jam! Darkhold is completely useless in here. So we're just gonna not bother. I actually forgot how to use this weapon too, so that's funny. Alright, well, we got him. Man, you really are tough. I fought seriously this time, too. If I keep hanging around with you guys, I'm going to run out of my 9 lives. So I'm out of here. No more games. But make sure your Molleroy told you last time. Someday, he'll die at some point. I'll run from and fight if it means I'll live. Bye.
Jenna!
Alright, we got 2 bosses left. And 9 hours to go. Next up is Burn Dino Rex.
Ready?
Of course, it would take place in a magma-filled area. Hyper Dash is definitely going to be useful for what's up ahead. Gotta outrun the magma somehow. That's an instant kill if you're curious. Unfortunately, we gotta get close to the wall here for the magma to burn down. The magma is also nice enough to destroy the enemies for us.
Ready?
And now for the next part of the stage. So we have two ways to go about it. We can either take the riot armor in order to get to our destination, or we can just fight against this giant dragon right here. I have to say it's kind of easier to do it at 0. Yeah, if you think about it, Zero kind of has an easier time because his saber does reach, and X doesn't have a hard time. He doesn't have a hard time as X does when trying to use projectiles. This is a program for the ARM parts of the Gaia armor. Analyze and upload the data to X's main memory in a secure area. Once X uploads all 4 programs, the Gaia armor will be complete. With the ARM parts equipped, X can attack with the Gaia shot. While the range of the Gaia shots is short, it's powerful, and it can neutralize enemy bullets, energy bullets. Also, it can break a certain type of block. Yeah. Let it be said that sometimes riding the ride armor with the magma like this is practically a hassle.
Ready?
I probably could have made use of more of the special weapons here. That didn't happen, so... Alright, it's dead. I almost fell into lava that time too, so... that was almost traumatizing. Over here I'm trying to figure out what was the weapon for his weakness. I don't think it happened. Why did you come here, Zero? The Grim Reaper knocks at my door. Is it my time to go too? No, I just came for your booster rocket. Yeah, ha ha ha. You don't just want some booster. You also want my life, don't you? You want to fight, don't you? If it's what you want, I'll fight you anytime. Then fight me, Hunter from Hell! I figured out how you use it. But ultimately, dash canceling is a much better strategy. But it does help in certain situations. All right. So just a few things I want to show off with the mod. The Improvement Project Addendum. Darkhold negates damage for spikes, instant kills from spikes, and W Splasher can actually push these blocks away. Fun stuff. Alright, now we get to tackle Spike Rose Red.
Ready?
It's probably one of the more simplistic stages. It's just a bunch of wires that you can grab, so. Got it. So this is where Darkhold is supposed to come in handy. But we can't activate it because we need to be on the ground. So
Ready?
there you have it. Zero, I'll give you another armor program for X. This one is for an armor prototype I created a long time ago. I named it the Gaia Armor. The Gaia Armor specializes in defense. He won't be able to use his special weapons. Still, it will be very useful, because he will be able to walk on damaged areas and reach places he never has been able to reach before. Please tell X to use the armor wisely. By the way, have you ever wanted to have your own armor? Never. I just trust one thing. Me. I fight my way alone. This is pretty much the last armor piece that you can get for X as Zero. One piece that's in Spyro Pegasus stage is high in altitude, and we need the X's Falcon armor to reach it. And the other one in Dark Necrobat stage would need a special weapon from X because Zero cannot use it otherwise. Whoa, aren't you that Zero guy? You don't need to know. Hand over the Orbiter engine. Scary. Maverick Hunters really are scary, huh? I feel like I'm gonna get killed, just like the rumors say. If I resist, of course. That's a harsh way of putting it. We only destroy Mavericks, and that's it. Those Mavericks. You decide how to tell it all on your own, don't you? I mean, even the whole Repli Force was branded as Mavericks, right? What even is a Maverick? That was different. That was... How about I show you instead? How it feels to be terminated. So, Spike Rose Red. His weakness is Quake Blazer. He likes to spam his doubles whenever he gets the chance. But he can easily be stun-locked of sorts. With the Quake Blazer. We completed a space shuttle. It can be launched at any time, however. The problem now is, who will maneuver it? We finally reached the end and we're stuck with this problem. The shuttle is good to go. Once you decided on the pilot issue, let me know. It can only be one person for the job. Space shuttle, launch standby. It's up to you, Zero. I'm sorry I couldn't do more for you. And don't worry about it, Cygnus. This is another part of the job. Considering the situation, there are no other pilots left anyway. Zero, I'll do it instead of you. X, you stay here on Earth. If you go, who else will protect the planet? Don't talk as if you won't be back. I'll be back. Count on it, X. As if I die for something like this, my end will be when I finally got Maverick, maybe. I know, Zero. I'll wait and trust in you. Make it back alive, Zero. It's almost time, Zero. Okay, all preparations are good to go here. Here we go, Zero. This is our last chance. Blast off. Zero, you'd better come back. Zero! Zero! I'm constantly shouting Zero's name. Zero, the colony is right ahead of you. Good luck. I'm sure it'll work this time. Zero will make it and get out okay. Locking onto the space colony Eurasia. I'll get as close to it as possible. Then I'll abandon the shuttle. I saw lots of debris from the colony around here. I'll have to pilot the shuttle around the debris. Otherwise, the shuttle will be destroyed before it crashes into Eurasia. Zero, with your skills, you'll be fine. Thanks, Douglas. It's time to go. I'll cut the communication in 5 seconds and get out of here. You can do it, Zero. We're counting on you, Zero. 7 seconds to impact. 5, 4, 3, 2. It crashed into the colony. Destruction of the colony is 86%. It will be wiped out in 10 minutes. We succeeded in destroying the colony. Zero? Respond! Zero! Zero, respond! I feel him. I feel Zero. Yeah. This is Zero. Can you hear me? Managed to make it out alive. We've got a response from Zero. Zero! Are you alright? Things got pretty heavy, but I'm okay. Everything is fine. I think I can make it back to Earth. We'll get you from wherever you fall. Till then, try to get some rest. Even though it's probably cramped in there. Some hours later. We found Zero. He's safe, but he's very exhausted. We'll return to the Hunter base now. Wait, what is this reading? This is exactly the same reading. Should we call it the Zero virus? The scraps of the colony virus and the Sigma virus combined together? I wonder what's going to happen. The virus has mutated. We're now facing a crisis even worse than Plague Incorporated. I'm just messing around with the parts here. Don't mind me. Ultimately, we don't really need... I don't think we needed all of Vex's armor parts. Probably. In order to get the secret. But... it's whatever. Time for the Zero virus stage. So, instead of the Sigma virus appearing, it's pretty much the Zero virus, and they're all based on Zero's appearance, for whatever reason. Maybe we'll figure out something up ahead, right? Alright, so here's a blast from the past. Our next boss here is a boss similar to the first game of the entire Mega Man series. The Yellow Devil. Except that it has now evolved into the Shadow Devil. It's also one of the more annoying bosses Zero faces. Yeah.
Ready?
The Shadow Devil's weakness is the E-Blade, but it's also one of the more riskier techniques to use against the Shadow Devil. So whenever the eye appears on its foot, you're better off using a dash cancel. It also has this really annoying attack where it splits itself into halves, and then it does this little intermission of an attack. Yeah. It's really just waiting games. That's all this boss is. After a bit, it transforms into a Wily shoe of sorts. But it's easier to beat by that point. Right, so that's Zero Virus Stage 1 done. Now for the second part. Once I figure out what I'm doing with the parts. Yeah.
Ready?
Again, if Zero does get affected, by the virus, it's ultimately not going to do damage to him, but will instead make him invincible. I probably could have, like, gotten it infected at this point so I can just rush through the enemies. But, you know, it's just something I'm not really gonna rely on. Time for the next fortress boss. And this is the... how do you pronounce his name again? Rangda Bangda. This actually appears... the original version appears in X2. One other failed attempt later. Oops. This boss actually carries a number of weaknesses depending on which part is attacking Zero. You also don't want to try to strike the sun parts first, because otherwise the battle just gets infinitely harder, since the spikes remain in the area. That's that. Alright, now for Stage 3.
Ready?
You got more spice and quite a number of bottomless pits, so just be careful when swinging your sabers. and making sure you don't accidentally fall into the pits.
Ready?
There is a secret, however. We're gonna run into that in just a moment. So many spikes. And here we are. Last secret. Zero. I wasn't able to create armor for you, but I seem to be able to enhance your abilities. No, I don't need any enhancement. I see. Whether you enter this capsule or not, the decision is up to you. But if you enter, the Z-Saber will be enhanced, and your defense power will be increased. I believe in you. You will use these powers in the right way to fight evil. Decide and choose your fate. Yeah, we're gonna take it. Why not? So now we get Black Armor Zero. Or, you know, Zero Black. But still heroic. X. Even Lifesaver? Why are you here? Actually, so this is kind of a bit funny to me because this is the first time we're seeing two lifesavers in one screen, and we always thought that there was only one lifesaver involved. But basically, X is now here because he's jealous that Zero got the black armor. I mean, wait, what? Nah. So X is trying to get Zero back to the base for an examination. But Zero is not having any of that, and he just wants X to get to safety. And then they just quarrel it out. They wanted to get to this point where I'd have to fight you. If I must, so be it. Let's go, X. So, Ultimate Armor X. He actually doesn't have any weaknesses. Not surprising. So, just dash cancel. It is kind of funny too, since Ultimate Armor X doesn't actually appear until he gets the armor himself in this game. So whether you fight as X or Zero, they both attack each other with Soul Body right at the very end. X is left unconscious. You've done very well, X. I will make your end easy. No, I won't allow you to. I know everything you're trying to do. What? You pitiful fool. You're as stubborn as ever, Sigma. Damn it, I haven't completed you. I will retreat for now. I will retreat for now. Somehow, I know you will come see me again. I'll be waiting for you. Wait, Sigma! I will defeat you, for sure this time. So yeah, Sigma's alive. He really doesn't want to let us go. Alright!
Ready?
The final stage. Alright, so this stage has been interesting. After I streamed the X run. So what happened was, when I streamed this game, both on Twitch and YouTube, right? On YouTube, it got copyright flagged by someone who claimed to have made a remix of the original stage of this game, original stage music of this stage, but the music that was used in the stream was not a remix at all. Like, it was actually the original music, but for some reason, the guy decided to just copyright the original music and claim it as a remix. It is possible to get rid of it, but we're gonna have to wait on YouTube to fix that for us, and hopefully they will. Either way, it's just gonna stay there. But since I didn't feel like going through that particular hassle a second time, I actually changed up music for the rest of the gameplay here. So what we got going right now is Breakneck Z. Breakneck Z from the Zero ZX Legacy Collection. I used it the last time when I was playing Mega Man Zero on stream, so I figured it would be pretty fitting here. Alright, Dark Necrobat, dash cancel when necessary, when available. Use the weakness attack whenever he flies around and doesn't reach the ground. This ensures that he gets stuck in a loop where he just flies around. The Shining Firefly, just spam E-Blade and you're good to go. It's just really stupid too, because during the final stage here, all the bosses, all the HP of the bosses are like they're doubled for whatever reason. So they just become more of a hassle to bring down. Literally just more waiting games. Alright, and he's gone. Next up is Volkraken. I had a bit of trouble attacking him because he didn't want me to attack him at all. Thank goodness Shock Buffer is helping out immensely. Tidal Whale. There is a funny strategy to him if you want to avoid his insistence to shoot at you towards the one-hit kill spikes. Just stay under him, and with the Shock Buffer, you can take less damage while wailing at him, making use of the invincibility frames. More waiting games with this guy. Unfortunately, we flattened him. A Spike Rose Red. I forgot what was my strategy for a moment. And we got it now. Alright, last up is Spyro Pegasus. Unfortunately, he still hates me. For no reason.
Ready?
So I'm gonna do the next best thing. Hey, Spyro Pegasus, you dropped your L right here. Watch. Well, that was fun. Alright. Oh, we got disappearing blocks as well. Simple stuff. Alright. Final boss, let's go. Well done. The ultimate Reploid. You came much earlier than I expected. This time, I'll finish the battle for good. Zero, I'll ask you again. Don't you want to become your true self and gain true power? Yawn. I don't believe in such nonsense. There is an old gentleman who knows so much about you. And he says the most interesting things. He says the Zero we know and love is not the real Zero. And so, as per his suggestion, I scattered the virus around the Earth and the colony. I showered your body with it, and you still won't awaken. I won't become a maverick, as if I'd lose to your weak-ass virus. You still don't get it, do you? You're not a maverick. You felt it, right? Power swelling within you, due to the virus. The virus purifies your body. Shut up. Shut your damn mouth! Even if you strike me down now, death awaits you. If you don't wake up now, there's no way for you to live. Wake up, Zero! Dying ain't so bad, but I won't go out alone. You fool! Prepare to die! Alright, Sigma. So for this phase, he's weak to the E-Blade. He does have several punishing attacks. All the more reason why we had to be careful. At 50% HP, he'll summon Sigma viruses that rotate around him and will deal damage to X or Zero. And he'll also fire away waves of blue energy that actually deal massive damage as well. But really, he just keeps on hopping around. We're not done yet, because it wouldn't be a Sigma fight without him being all giant. You really are the best, Zero. Tell me, who is stronger? X or Zero? Who cares? Show yourself. Where are you, Sigma? Don't get so worked up. I'm here. So, Zero, I met this old man, and he told me that you were the world's strongest. Tell me, who is that old man? No idea who that is. You should know him quite well. You meet him in your dreams, don't you? I don't know. I don't know anyone like that. He seems to know quite a lot about you. Almost like a father. Shut up! This is the end! You're finished, Sigma! Alright, Sigma's second phase. For this one, his weakness is Twin Dream. Definitely gonna be needing it. There's really not much to say. To be honest, since I already explained it all more or less in the previous fights, his attacks are kind of a bit hard to dodge, and his arm pieces drop health. But really, he's kind of a pushover. All depends on his mood. You're a mess. What can you do now? Yeah, looks like X is nearby. Shall the three of us die together? You won't feel lonely if X is with you, right? Wait! Don't you dare touch X! Let's go to hell together! Farewell, Zero! Yeah ha 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 ha! And then he just explodes, and it's not really explained too much about how he took damage, but... Zero? Zero! 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 You can't die yet! Can you hear me? Zero! Zero! Drop dead! Huh? Oh no! Gah! You stubborn bastard. Die, Sigma. X, can't you hear me? Even at the very end, your kindness shows. You should live. Huh? Die, Sigma! Huh? That's strange. I've defeated the Sigma virus. Why am I fighting Sigma again? I feel pain. Oh, I see. My energy's running out, so my memory banks are running out of control. Finally, I'm going to die. Who is this? Even now, I have no idea. I was often but troubled by him in my dreams. This time, it's my figure that appears. I see. I finally got the meaning of the dream. What are you making? It's the one who destroys robots. I understand everything now. Iris, I've done terrible things. I'm sorry. Sorry, X, but I think I have to die to restore the peace. But now, everything will come to an end. Goodbye, X. And then X6 happened, and we all know how that went. Oh boy. That's that. We managed to get through the first 5 X games. Can I even call it the first 5 X games? Huh. So I know that next in the main series is Mega Man X6. But I'm probably gonna hold off on that. Because there is another Mega Man X game that I need to play, and that would be Mega Man Xtreme 2 for the Game Boy Color. The only reason why I'm thinking of going after Xtreme 2, well, there are a few reasons why I want to go after Xtreme 2. So, Xtreme 2 actually has 2 plot points. Well, no, it has 1 plot point, and then one is about a character that's appeared in Mega Man X4, who's actually relevant in that time period. So, Xtreme 2 will be next. I don't want to play. I do not want to play Mega Man Xtreme 1. Mainly because it's basically the same thing, just both games cut in half. Both Mega Man X1 and Mega Man X2 cut in 2 halves, and then taking 1 half of each in order to make Mega Man Xtreme 1. So I don't want to play Xtreme 1. I'm going to head straight into Xtreme 2 when I get the chance. That is going to take some time though, because I need to beat. Well, actually, I need to see certain things that work with Extreme 2, so I guess we'll see what happens. Aside from that, let's see. I think Sunday will also be one more stream. I promised that I would do things once I was done with Honkai Star Rail, the current story of Honkai Star Rail yesterday. But it took 3 hours to, like, even after the final boss was defeated, it still took like 2 hours of dialogue to get through. So I couldn't do extra games on that stream, but I'll likely do that tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Capcom. Alright, why don't we head over to... She's still up? At least she's still up. Yes, why not? Okay. Wait. Let me see if... Zen is just doing retro games, but... I don't think it's that interesting. I'll do it. Maybe I'll raid Sun another time. Why don't we just raid? Yeah, we'll raid her. She's currently playing a spooky game, so chances are she's going to get spooked once I raid her. Either that or she has alerts off. I don't know. All right, I will. Tomorrow will likely be one more stream. Kerala, I guess. It'll be just some games that like showed up, mainly fan games, but the ones I'm kind of interested in right now. Alright. This has been Welcome Miner. Until next time, and I gotta hydrate some more and quench my thirst. My throat is dry. Ha! Until next time. Bye.